what's up, and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys Venom There Be Carnage 6 scale Carnage Deluxe version figure. Now I'm definitely excited about having this particular figure. And of course, you know, this is based on Carnage, like in the second Venom film, There Be Carnage. Now I also want to touch on this too as well. I even still have like my first like when Carnage made, I think this was his first full appearance, like in Spider-Man comics, if I can remember correctly. I still had this particular issue. Like I got this way back, I think in 1991, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, it was 1991. I still had that particular issue. I remember picking that up way back then. Now I did get to see Venom There Be Carnage like in the theaters too as well. I thought it was a pretty good Venom film too, you know. Yeah, I even had this particular film on Blu-ray too as well. Venom There Be Carnage. Yeah, because again, it was like a standard version of this, and there was also like a deluxe version. I had like the deluxe edition, which has like a extra like head sculpt, like the Eddie Brock head sculpt, you know, which features like the likeness of Tom Hardy. So I'm definitely excited about that. But yeah, I'm gonna get into this right now. As you can see, this is the box that contains the Carnage figure. It looks beautiful. It's kind of similar to like the Venom style box that they had. So as you can see, this is how it looks. This has like this slip-off sleeve thing. It does say like Carnage right there, deluxe edition. Of course, you see an image of Carnage right there. And then there's like the logo from the film, There Be Carnage. There's also like a Carnage right here on the side too as well. And of course, you see like an image of Carnage right there on the back too as well. And this is like a slip-off type thing right here, as you can see. You just slide this on off. Yes, a huge box, I must admit too. Yeah, these are some cool images right here. And I think, I don't know if this is from the film or the figure itself. I'm not really too sure, but this is like the image of Carnage right there on the front of the box too. And they got images, I think this is the figure, yeah, like on the back right here of Carnage too as well. Now see they got this Velcro type of covering. I do remember Venom being like this. This is another thing I want to touch on too as well. Wow, yeah, he is huge too. Oh, he's massive. But you can open this up like this. Let me see if I can kind of show it. Because I know the Venom one was like this too as well. And this is how he looks like on the inside. And then like, they have extra accessories right here. So yeah, I'm going and open this on up. Yeah, this is a huge figure. It looks like he's almost like quarter scale size. Like I was hearing about it. That's one of the things I was kind of really excited about too. Now as usual, Hot Toys also gives you like an instruction manual too for the figure. So this is like the Let There Be Carnage Carnage figure instruction manual right here that I'm showing. This is how it looks. And of course it gives you instructions on like how to assemble Carnage and all that kind of stuff, like the various accessories and so on that he has. Gotta be sure to look into this. And yeah, this is really like, he has like, I guess you could say about 3 clown shells. But here's like another shot of Carnage right here inside the packaging. Oh, he is massive too. Then he has like a second tray too as well, which has like his stand and like accessories. And he actually has 3 of these because he has like more of like the other like Symbiote type accessories like in the other one. So y'all can get into this right now. You know, first I want to talk about the display stand that comes with Carnage. It's very similar to the one that Venom had too as well. As you can see, they have it like in this plastic. It's a beautiful logo too. I like how this looks too. Looks cool. So as you can see, it says Carnage, and it says it has a logo from the film and like another image of Carnage right there on the stand. So I think that's pretty cool. And I heard that these were really for like quarter scale type of figures. I didn't even know that. Them kind of stands. Then of course you get like this particular stand right here, you know, pole, and you just plug it on into the thing right here. So let me see if I can do that. Then you get this other piece right here. Of course, you know, this is what holds like the figure up where it sits on this particular thing, because you just put it around here. I see it has a screw in it, which you know you can tighten up. So I'm gonna try that. Once you have the stand symbol, you know, this is how it looks. And again, I didn't know that these are really made for quarter scale figures either. Now for the figure itself. Oh, he is massive too. Let's see, you have some weight to him too. I gotta take all this plastic out. Oh man, oh that is cool too. So of course I had to take all this plastic off Carnage. But as you can see, it really is a huge figure. It does like this quarter scale type size. I'll be sure to make. And as you can see, it does stand too as well. As you can see, there's the Hot Toys Venom Let There Be Carnage 6 scale Carnage figure. So I'm gonna measure him. He is massive too. Yeah, piece like just that look like about 17 inches. But I know if I raise his arm up, you know, it'd probably be higher. Looks like he's about right at 17 inches, or just right under it in scale. And again, I must admit, this figure is massive. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to really get a good look at this. Ah, yeah, this is so awesome. This is cool. And I must admit, now his look, it really is kind of true to how Carnage, you know, like looked at in the comic books. You know, they really did Carnage how he looked at in the comics. If anything, I think his face might be too dark compared to how he was originally in the comics, but his look is really like how he was. But yeah, I think this is another awesome piece from Hot Toys, and I just really love like the scale of it is just so huge. So of course, you know, you have to have space for this. But yeah, I talk about like the likeness to how he looks on the film and articulation and so on. So yeah, this is how he looks, and of course, you know, he was played by Woody Harrelson, well, when he was Cletus Cassidy. So as you can see, this is how he looks. I like the head sculpt too as well, and you know this is like on a this is like a magnetized head sculpt. So Carnage can look left, right, up and down. But of course, you know, you can take it off, and there's a magnet in there. I still think that was brilliant. Hot Toys did that too, giving us like magnetic head sculpts for these symbiote figures, because Venom is like that too. I like how he has that shiny, like slick sheen type feel. I mean, look to him all over. You can see he even has like abdominals kind of. And you can see all like the symbiote like entrails and stuff coming off him. I think it's done very well. It's all like over his legs and so on and everything. So I must admit, that's pretty cool. This is how Carnage feet look too underneath. He has like these claw type hands, but these are the hands that are on him right now. And of course, you know, you can move, being that it's magnetized, you can move the head all kind of ways. Being that it's a magnetized head. So I think that's pretty cool. Like Carnage arms can go up like this. That's cool. And of course, you know, you can split, so you can get into these kind of movements. And it has good articulation. Leg can bend too. So he does have a bend like in the knee. And of course, he does have to bend like in the arm too, as well. You can bend the arm into these kind of positions. I'm not too sure if you can do an ab crunch. Let me see. Yeah, you can kind of bend them like in that kind of a pose. It doesn't like you can go that far though. Another thing too I want to touch on too, that be forgiven. Because Venom was like this too. If you look right here, the arms could be even pulled out to get like more range on them, or you can push them back in. It's like their arms could be like pulled out. Then you can get like more range on them. Even around the legs, like they can be pulled out. You know, you can get more motion on them. Of course, the hands can turn and so on too. As you can see, feet. And yeah, he does stand pretty good too as well. So you already have to stand. I still be wondering, I'm thinking I'm doing them kind of wrong too, like these stands, but as you can see, that's it. Yeah, I think that's really amazing. It's awesome. Now I want to move on through the accessories that come with the Carnage figure. Here, of course, I got some pegs that they give you, the Hot Toys used to give us. So if you break like a peg or a joint or something, you know, they usually give us those. Then up next, Carnage also has like 3 sets of tongues. So I want to touch on these right quick. Yeah, because you get 3 tongues. As you can see, they have like this curve in them too as well. They're like a hard plastic, kind of soft because you can kind of bend it. This is how they look. And you can see there's like a magnet like underneath it. Then you get this particular, the shorter like tongue. It also has a magnet too as well. Then you got one like this is the smallest one of them, which has a magnet. Because you get 3 tongues, because he also has like a alternate head right here, as you can see, with the mouth open. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. And this is what the tongues would be for, as you can see. So this is like the alternate head too, which has like a open mouth. You can see on it. Now I know with Venom, you can see the actual hole in his mouth where the tongue would have went. You can actually see it with his. And of course, you know, you can just take this and they just plug right on in because there's like a magnet. So it just sits right over there. That's pretty cool. And you know, you can switch out the tongues. And it's amazing how it just sticks right on in too. I think that's pretty cool. You know, you can take a small one or a little one. I mean, or a different size, you know, put in different ones. It's awesome. I can switch out the head for Carnage. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You see how he look. And one thing that's cool about it, you can take the side and just leave Carnage like that. Like with this kind of expression, which I think is pretty cool. Because with Venom, he had that hole like in his mouth, but Carnage doesn't, so I think that's pretty cool. So we can leave Carnage really like this, with no tongue, so that's pretty awesome. And up next, this is what made mine like a deluxe version. I get like the Eddie Brock like head sculpt, where you know, kind of half head sculpt. It has like Venom, then it has like Eddie's like head in it too, with the likeness of Tom Hardy, because you can see they have it like in this plastic. So let's see if I can turn this on. I like they gave us a bust too instead of just a head, so you just leave it sitting on there. That's pretty cool. Ah, this is amazing. Now I know I'll definitely be displaying this like with the Venom figure. So I'm just going to show how it looks. That really looks cool. And the likeness of Tom Hardy is awesome on here, even though we only get like a half look at his face. And that's pretty cool. And the bust says Venom, Let There Be Carnage, as you can see. It has like this slick look to it, like his body. Because of course, you know, you can take this on and off, and that's how it really like looks too. And you can put it on like your Venom figure, which is pretty cool. I'm glad that we got like an Eddie, you know, head sculpt, and that's kind of awesome. Kicks at the symbiote like all like oozing on his face, like it's turning him or coming off, and that's pretty cool. And just an example, I just wanted to give a quick look. I might do this again at the end. Look at the size difference. Now, mind you, The Venom figure is a massive figure from Hot Toys. It's like with my figures, he's like easily kind of almost bigger than all of them. Not all of them, but it's like most of them. And look how much huger or much larger the Carnage figure is than the Venom, and the Venom figure is huge. But yeah, this is like the head sculpt, you know, that comes with the deluxe version. Because what you can do, you can take this particular Venom's head off right here. Like I can remove this. Then, you know, put on like the new head sculpt, as you can see. So that's how it would look. So I think that's pretty cool. So there's no question I display them like this at times, you know. Just giving an example. That is cool. And up next, as I move on through the figure, you get like these symbiote tentacles, as you can see. I think that's what they call it, the tentacles. And Carnage has like he has like one single one that, you know, he's like bent all up and all that kind of stuff. So I think this is pretty cool. I think this is where they would peg on like the other sections I'll touch on, but these were the ones that go like into like Carnage's back. It's similar to like the Venom figure if you had that one. As you can see, they have like a bendable wire in it too. So he has like one like single one like this. Then he gets two of them, which has like two each. So they have like two of them. Of course, they have like the bendable thing. Then he gets one that has like three on it too, like three symbiote tendrils or tentacles. That's pretty cool. And they all have like this all like slick type look to them, like where it's shiny and so on. Then here's like another tray that has like tons of accessories, like from Carnage right here, which I'm gonna get into. Okay, this is where you can change out like where he has like a sickle and like I think claws and all that kind of stuff on these and knives and stuff. So I'm gonna see. And I must admit, Carnage has a ton of like accessories, which is very cool. I mean, he really has a lot. I don't even know like what you would even call these things. It's a lot though. You have like these two like sickle type things right here, as you can see. And I'll give an example how they would plug in into like his tentacles and stuff. So yeah, this is how these look. You get one like this, then you get one like this. That's I don't even know what you would even call these. You get like this spike type looking like accessory thing right here too as well. It's pretty cool. You get another one of these like sickle type things too as well. And they all had like that sheen, shiny like look to them too as well. Then you got these like spear type knife things. I think this is so cool they give us these too, because you can put them on all the various different tendrils. You get this particular piece. It's like it's like so many like options here. It's just so cool. So I guess he wasn't really using all these kind of things like in the film. And then you get these two right here. Looks like it's for left and right, if I'm not mistaken. Like I mentioned, there's like tons of stuff. I think just right here alone, and these were in their own clamshell. I think this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are like 10 alternate like wielding weapons that you can use for Carnage. And this was just not one clamshell. You also have like the other one with like the major ones that I probably definitely use, like this huge sickle and so on. It has like that kind of shape to it. It's kind of hard to see it. You have to shape it up with the hole that's in here. Like you can just plug it on there. So that's pretty cool. So you can take really like various different symbiote like weapons and put them on these tentacles, you know. Of course you can bend it however you want and so on. So that's pretty cool. That is amazing. And it pops on pretty easy too. Just make sure like they're lined up so it pops on and pops off pretty easy. I think that's cool. Last of the accessories, now these probably are the ones that I probably really like using right here. It's like the you have like these like claw type and these are the large ones too. These probably the ones I'll be really displaying. I think these are, yeah, these really are for like Carnage, just like hands. Like you can switch out his hands. Like you have like this huge with this big claw type hand right here, as you can see. So that's pretty cool. You get these two like claw type things with this curve like a circle at the top. And these are like hands. You can see Carnage's hands in them. It's awesome. And they all have like that slick, wet type look to them too as well. Then you get like this sword type thing. It's real huge too, as you can see it's long. Yeah, this is easily larger than like 7 to 8 inches, you know. Like this is about this long. I would measure, but you know, it does like, I think this is for like his arm too, or something, because like it will go right there. It might plug in right there. Yeah, I might check it out. Then you get like the sickle. I probably use this one a lot. I know they tend to use these kind of weapons, like the symbiotes, like Venom, Carnage, like the sickle type weapon. To give an example of some of like the weapons that you can do with the figures. I just changed out Carnage's hand here, as you can see. Cause this popped off pretty easy, and I gave him like this weapon type thing right here, as you can see, which is like coming out of his hand. I think that's pretty cool looking. I must admit, with some of these, like the like this huge sickle right here, it was really kind of difficult. I was scared I was gonna probably break it, like putting it in there. Cause I was even trying to heat it up, and I couldn't get it off. Cause I know you could remove the arm right here, like the forearm area, and then you would put that on. But the hands seemed to come off pretty easily. Cause I was even trying to heat it up, and it still wasn't. But yeah, you can like change the hands to like it pretty easily. That's pretty cool. As you can see. I want to talk about with the Carnage figure too, is he's like very similar to like Venom, with how you put like the symbiote tentacles on his back. You have to remove like them slots. I like how they designed that. Even with Venom, you can barely even see them. Like they blend in so well. Cause like that's one right there, and I think that's one right there too as well. I like how they did that, and I think that's one. It's like 3 of them. You got to pull them out his back. As you can see, that's how those look on his back. And these are the ones that pulled out. They had like that peg thing in them. Because there's like 3 of them. Because then what you would do with Carnage, you can take one of these. As you can see, you can like just plug it in. And again, you have to make sure it's like slotted up right. Because it has like this curve. Because right now I'm putting it like in this bottom one. As you can see. That is a question I probably span Carnage like this, and of course, you know, you can bend this however you want, so you can have it come like underneath them and so on. And like this one is kind of loose. I might have it like the wrong one in, you know, you can have it all up here and stuff. I'll touch on it. I forgot that it goes in like this way. It's similar to Venom, you were sticking in this way. Now I might have like a more secure feel when I put it in. So let me see. Yeah, cause you just plug it in. Yeah, now it ain't loose. Yeah, this is an example how that looks. So you know you can have it all over here and stuff. It's pretty cool. There's an example how this look from the back. I must admit, it really is an awesome sight to see this too. And you can put them however you want. This really is an awesome sight to see this like this. I must admit. You see how he looks with all these symbiote tentacles all over him. And then of course you can put the accessories on here too as well. I could touch on that too as well. So let's see. Let's just get an example how that does look. As you can see, it's this Carnage like this. Now I could put the weapons on everything, but I just chose to put them back on these, right? Just to give an example. Because there's one right there, like this spear type thing. I have hooked on that, and there's one up here too as well that I have on this particular tendril. That's pretty cool. This really is an awesome and amazing figure. I believe it's probably one of my coolest figures that I do have, and the size of it is just it really is huge. You got to really see it in person, you know. Now I wanted to do like a comparison with the Hot Toys Venom figure too as well. Again, I know I did it earlier, just giving like an example of how much huger. And the Venom figure is massive, but you can see like how much huger Carnage is than Venom, and they're on their stands too. They have the same kind of stands too as well. I didn't know these stands were made for like quarter scale figures, but you can't see like the the size difference. Like Venom is just to Carnage's shoulder. I know like the Hot Toys Spider-Man figures are like that. Like Spider-Man, I think he comes to like a Venom's shoulder, because I can give an example of that right quick too as well. But you can just see the size of like how massive like Carnage is. He just really is huge. Now this is my Spider-Man upgraded suit figure right here, as you can see. It's like the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man, because you know he did kind of make a cameo. Now his stand is like smaller, like slightly smaller than Venom, but you can see like the size difference. Like see how small he is with Venom. So as you can see, just giving an example. But then you can put him like if I put him with Carnage. Of course he's on the stand, but you know if I just did it like that, you can see how much small Spider-Man is compared to like Carnage. That really is amazing. Like the size difference. Okay, there's the Hot Toys Venom There Be Carnage 6-scale Carnage Deluxe version figure. This is an awesome figure. This is easily like one of my top figures of the year. Easy, definitely like from Hot Toys. And again, this is based on the film Venom There Be Carnage, which I do have here on Blu-ray. And you know this was a sequel to the Venom film. And like I say, I remember having like Carnage like first I think this was his first full appearance. Like the comic book, I still actually had that particular issue here. I got this back in 1991 when it was first released. I think even the first week, if I remember correctly. Like when he met Spider-Man, I think that was his first full appearance. So yeah, I think this is amazing. Again, I have like the deluxe version, which includes like this Eddie Brock head sculpt. Because this is definitely the version of you should go with, you know, because you get like the altered like head sculpt, which you can put like on Venom if you have the Venom figure. But they have released another Venom figure from Venom There Be Carnage, but it's kind of the same figure, but it added like an extra accessory. I think like this pipe thing that he has and so on. Plus it has like the bust with it too as well. So if you want just straight up Venom, you know, yeah, I would recommend that particular Venom from the second film. But yeah, I think this is an amazing figure. It's awesome. He has like a ton of accessories to the change, and he has like this imposing presence. It really is like a huge figure. I'm serious. Like it really is huge. You got to see it like in person. I'm amazed at how much larger he is than like Venom. And that was another thing I was noticing too. Like even I can recall or can remember like in the comics that Carnage wasn't really that size. I think Venom, if I'm not mistaken, was still like much larger than him, if I can remember correctly, you know. But yeah, I think this is definitely like worth picking on up. This is awesome. So yeah, this is the Hot Toys Venom There Be Carnage 6-scale Carnage figure. This is the deluxe edition, which has like the bust of Eddie Brock on it with the likeness of Tom Hardy. And I think the likeness is awesome. It really looks like Tom Hardy. You know, please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.